Hello and welcome back to episode 67. We're back with AS Roma, and since you were last with us, we've had a bit of a rough first month. We lost 3-1 to Sassuolo, but then beat Napoli in the cup. Lazio absolutely thrashed us 4-0, but we did bounce back slightly. Drew 2-2 with Genoa. We beat Cagliari 2-0 in the cup quarter-final, and then lost 2-0 to AC Milan. It's not been a great start, but we have had a very tough start. I think once we get past these two games today, Inter Milan and Juventus, we then get a bit of an easier run throughout the rest of the league. We've only really got Inter and Napoli that are the top teams. So hopefully it's a bit of a blip because of who we're playing. In terms of transfers, we bought in two guys. We've bought in Rodrigo. He's a wonder kid from Brazil. Admittedly, we can't actually play him for the rest of the season. It'll be next season when he can actually play, but he looks like he's going to be a phenomenal attacking midfielder. We did also bring in Ali Asprilla on a free transfer. He's come in a right winger who's a bit of a mixed bag. I think he's more got potential to become something special. And also, we've brought in Sergio Gomez from Genoa just to bulk out the defensive midfield position. The holding midfielder, I should say. He's going to sit there and be the deep line playmaker, and we're going to try and work on that tackling and see if we can get him improving that at all. But other than that, he is quite well suited to the role itself. So hopefully he can come in and do a job there. So what we're back for today, we have got the Coppa Italia Semi Final first leg against Inter Milan, and then we've got the game against Juventus following that. And let's go see how we're lining up against Inter Milan. Okay, so for the lineup against Inter Milan, we're going with Galini in goal, a back four of Giglione, Varnia, Ibanez, and Angelino. Sergio Gomez is in midfield alongside Hannibal. Jomar is on the right, through the middle, sorry. Medinar's on the right, Jota on the left, and Miani up front. We are without our best player, the 6'5" winger. I've completely forgot his name. I'm dreadful. But he's out for another week or so with a twisted ankle. Unfortunately, so we have got to deal without him for now. Let's just have a look. No, it's just us and Roma playing today. The other game must be tomorrow, I would imagine. So we are starting off with the away leg, first of all, and the ball in, and that is absolutely horrendous from Galini to let Upamecano score that. It's straight at him, and he's just absolutely bundled it. Oh dear. And considering we're in a position where we're kind of considering a lot of players, Ibanez is at the near post and does win the header above the keeper, Van der Voort, to make it 1-1 nice and quickly. In a position where we're strongly considering pretty much everyone at the club, we're coming in and nobody's secure. We're coming in and saying, you've got to prove yourself. That is not the way for Galini to go about that, especially when we've got a goalkeeper who has been injured recently, but he's close to full fitness again, and he looks just as good as Galini. So if we see more things like that from Galini and just he's had a poor start under myself. You know, conceding 4 goals to Lazio, 2 goals to Genoa. It's not been a great start for him. So we are considering, even though he's captain, he might end up out of the team if he's not careful. We have the ball cleared as far as Upamecano there, and That's a very easy pass for him, and we've let them get away with it, unfortunately. They've got Pavard as well. They've got Andelo, McKennie, and they're trying to work it through. And Salcedo, I think, hit the top of the net in there. After, I mean, it was a good tackle from our defender that just fell for him. We've got another long throw coming in now. If we can get this on Ibanez's head once again. No, it's gone short to Gomez, who drills it in to Jomar. And what a little bit of play that was to put us 2-1 up away to Inter Milan. And they're suggesting bringing more on. That was a cheeky bit of play there. Gomez finds Jomar, and it's a brilliant finish from him. We are going to make a change here. I think what we're going to do is send Jomar up front and drop Miani for Keita to sit back here. He can be a deep line playmaker, and then Sergio Gomez can become a... Never mind, you can be a halfback. I don't care if you don't like it. So yeah, Naby Keita returning to the channel after his appearances for Dortmund earlier in the series, earlier in the FM21 cycle. Of course, at that time he was a much younger Naby Keita. As Delo finds McKennie, who shoots just wide. But nevertheless, it's nice to see players coming back into the series. We're going to send Fatih Kanti on now for Sergio Gomez to sit in that deep line playmaker role. And right, if he's hampered by injury, in that case we will bring him off. But I think we'll send Maitland-Niles back there and bring Hassani on the right hand side, inside forward on support, and see if he can try and help nab a goal on a counter attack. Perhaps we're going to knock the tempo up higher, go quite direct, and just see if we can catch them out on the counter attack in the final 10 minutes or so. We've got a throw in right down in our corner, and Ibanez and Angelino just going to bring it out slowly from the back. Jomar now exchanging the ball with Angelino. Jota brings it inside. He gets a shot away and it goes just wide of the post. I thought for a second we were going 3-1 up, but unfortunately not. We've got moments to go now in the second half. Hassani heading away, Barella coming back with it. A block from Jota, and it's cleared away awkwardly and eventually, but coming back at us, Delo running down the right hand side. A block on the cross there, goes back to Barella, and Hassani now heading away. Upamecano's trying to find a way to bring it forward. He's just going to run with it, find Salcedo, and it's across to Delo, who, again, Angelino getting in the way. Jota has lumped it forward. Jomar is on the end of it. He's gone for the lob, and he's put us 3-1 up in the dying moments of the first leg. Jomar runs to celebrate with the Roma fans, and that's all come from just Angelino constantly getting blocks, the long ball forward, and Jomar just going with the chip and executing it phenomenally to give us the win there. Absolutely fantastic result there. So hopefully we can pull something similar off against Juventus. Obviously that's going to be quite a tough ask given they are top of the league, but let's go and see what we can pull off against them. And we're back at half time in the Juventus game. I thought I'd press to resume. Apparently I hadn't. We started with a couple of changes. Verinha has come in for Galini. Montanari has come on at right back. Bernardo swapping with Hannibal in midfield. Hassani coming in on the right hand side, and Eze coming in for Jota, who has picked up a knock. Luckily, you haven't missed much in the first half. Do apologise about that. Bit of a error on my behalf. But we're back at half time, and we're just looking at what changes we can make, because in the first half it has been all Juventus. We're going to try pushing up just a little bit more, and we're going to try counter pressing them when we lose possession. And we are going to go slightly more direct to see if we can work our way in behind them that way. Miani is not the fastest of strikers, but he's still got relative pace to him. And we are going to bring Maitland-Niles on the right hand side, because Hassani not having a great game out there. I can I can't really say much about the fact that I've missed the entire first half. It's just a complete and utter error. And thankfully it wasn't too costly for us. We're going to bring Fernando on the left-hand side. Just more than anything because Eze needs the rest. He's really struggling for fitness recently and just looked a bit out of it. We're going to make another change. We've sent one of their men off injured, and they haven't been able to replace him. We're going to swap to balance there then. Bernardo needs to come off. We're going to send Hannibal on there to play in that Mazzala attacking role and see if we can exploit them in this last 10 minutes. Let's demand more. We're going to go positive, in fact. And really, Miani's injured. Okay, so Jomar is going to move to up front, and that's going to have to do us. So now we're both down to 10 men, and it's them that get the late attack. Gomez clears it upfield towards Jomar. Maitland-Niles clears it back to him again, and then he's just intercepted so easily. Marino now. Oh, that is disgusting. What a save from the goalkeeper to keep us in it there. Gomez has picked the ball up deep. Long ball forward. Goes straight through to Reyes. It was nearly fell nicely for Jomar. The ball forward. Varnier heads away, but it's only as far as Pulisic. Hannibal hacks him down. Surprisingly not taking a yellow card there, but now they've got a late free kick. Pulisic whipping it forward. Ibanez heads away. Pulisic sends it out to De Ligt on the wing. And now Marino tackled by Maitland-Niles. Carrillo sends it back, and we have held out for a draw against Juventus. I'm actually surprisingly happy with that. Would I say surprisingly? Not really. It's against Juventus. Any not loss against Juventus has to be looked at as positive. We are sat in 13th, unfortunately, which is a bit more concerning. We're going to leave him to the physio. Bernardo's only out for a day. That's fine. Miani has played 9 hours without a goal. That is very concerning. I thought he'd scored for us. But no, the last time he scored was the 20th of December. So, questions have to be asked about Miani there then. What's he scored this year? Only 7 goals, 10 goals in 28 games. Questions have to be asked about whether he should be up front for us. And that's something I'll look to find out over the coming weeks. I think what we'll do is we're going to play Vicenza off camera, then we'll come back for Inter Milan and Udinese because of it being the second leg. We'll see if we can get into the Italian Cup final, where we would play either Milan or Lazio. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like, comment down below how you think we're going to get on in that second leg, and do subscribe if you are enjoying the series. Thank you very much for watching.